refreshments? Would you like a lollipop? Any refreshments? Would you like a lollipop? Oh. Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh, so good you made it. That's so nice. Thank you. Oh, it was very last minute that we kind of told you that. It was very nice. Ah, salut, ça va? Olá, tudo bem? Merhaba, nasılsın? Hi. Oh, good. I was worried you didn't make it back. I'm so glad you made it. Oh, that's so nice. Hi. Well, welcome to From the Lips to the Moon. We call it an unusual music and poetry night, and what makes it unusual? Well, we're about to find out. Is there anyone here who has never been to From the Lips to the Moon before? Oh, wow. Anyone who's been a couple of times?
Every time.
Anyone who's been many, many times? Ah, good diversity, some might say. Well, the ones who have been many, many times would actually appreciate having proper seats with a back this time. So thank you for coming back. My name is Tara Fatihi.
I am Puya Asai.
Puya and I have been running these nights for over 2 years now. And do you want to say that?
Yeah, From the Lips to the Moon, we invite musicians and poets to come together. We make like one-off shows, improvise in front of the audience. I am playing on a range of electronic instruments and effects. I have a sampler, drum machine, modular synthesizers, and lots of effect pedals. And tonight on the music front, we have Sarati Kowar. And Kajiani Koyate. Doing the visual, assisting your trip, I should say, is 2-digit visuals.
And on the poetry front, I am joined by the wonderful Namakwezi Becker. And Tasmin Ziada. Oh, one more thing. We have a notebook. We always take this notebook to our shows and pass it around in the audience and ask them to write down whatever they're feeling or thinking or whatever comes to mind. I mean, this has been to a few places, so I'm just going to write down Southbank Centre with a terrible handwriting. So basically, pass it around and, you know, write down, doodle, whatever comes to mind, and if nothing comes to mind, give it to the next person. I'm also putting a QR code in there for you. Because at midnight, you're going to be wondering, what just happened? And then you can go back to this. Anyone wants to take this first? We're gonna start with space customer service, dial 112 for service, dial 904 for customer, dial 009009009 for space. There's occupation in the air. There's colonization in the air. there's genocide, right here on Earth. 2,228 miles away from the Queen Elizabeth Hall, there's genocide. And here we are, trying to sing, read, eat, melody, move, shout. Did you close the door? Is there still a door? Did you say goodbye? It puts things into perspective. Although maybe we just worry about it later and make memorials in like 70 years or something. So, let's start. your jaw, relax your just where you go, where you go. Yeah, much good. Give me a smile. Yeah, a little smile. I am chaotic. I am chaotic. I am chaotic. My body isn't moving. That stresses me out. My heart is giving warnings. That stresses me out. My legs are like stuck, like stuck. Rivers, 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 rivers. Lavenders, tigers, tigers eating baby tigers, tigers eating baby tigers. Lavenders growing fast, fast, fast. Covering all land, covering all sea. Lavenders growing fast, fast, fast. Covering all land, covering all sea. Weed growing from their nostrils. Weed growing from my armpits, my nostrils, my armpits, my eyelids, my armpits, my eyelids. Weed growing from my eyelids, my armpits. I have a yellow watch. Is that okay? Hey, pretty face. Time's up. A nun, a baby, and a shepherdess enter a cave. Nothing happens. Don't wanna call my friends. They might wake me from this dream. It's dark. We're eating cake. Dad says, this cake is as big as the Sistine Chapel, which none of us has been to, so who knows how big it is. Scent of strawberries. Hint of rose water. It's so sweet, my brain's gone hot. None of us can see darkness. None of us can see candy. None of us can see blankets. None of us can see razor blades. None of us can see water. None of us can see blood, dust, mud, dust, blood, mud, dust, blood, mud, dust, train stains, blood, mud, dust, train stains, mud, dust, 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 blood, mud, dust, train, blood, mud, dust, train, dust, 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 dust,
Slept longer than my mind lets me rest. Woke up in a cold sweat, dazed. Dreams stumbling me into the wrong week, chased myself out of bed after daylight, running along the footpath in the park, face stung by winter's breath, caught long shadows clawing at pavements instead, kept running, a warm bath with salts and candles, icicles at the ends of my feet, thawing, aches howling, I hush to listen. Put the speaker on loud, drowned out the news in ocean deep tunes, but left it on. Wrapped my arms around me. Imagine them as someone else's, testifying that I am really here. In this world where one child cries over a toy, while another cries over its mother's body, and then an ad for just 2 steps to my perfect body again plays just after. And this is not just a nightmare, and they feel the world burning in their veins too. I wiped it from my cheek, molten lava looking for escape through my eyes, sand, burning land from my throat, woke the neighbors I barely knew, the same ones who wouldn't find me for weeks if life chose not to stay, but for now it does. So I toasted with a bottle of whiskey, made it disappear faster than the hours worked to buy it. Swelled into the bags under my eyes, the caves between my bones, peered into the darkness where dreams hide. Tried to pry them out, waited for freedom to pop, crack, release, say something. None. Slept with a silent mind screaming. Meditation, audio to fill the quiet moments. Awoke in frenzied conversation, convincing my body it has no peace before. Lungs argued otherwise. Windows foggy with hyperventilation. Beyond them, my breath plays hide and seek. Do I see peace? I ran out to find it. Swaddling ghosts and I too close together, chasing the light once again, finding myself imploded night. So I followed the music. 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 Ignoring the heating, I'd soon forfeit. Guilty relief that at least there'd be a home to go to. Bought tickets to all the shows where the drummers stirred the drum. Found breath cowering, almost disappeared. Gathered it in melodic arms, bleeding voices, stained it visible, bases, blunt it, raw. Turned it over and over and over and over and over again with each new song, gaping wounds, soaked, washed it, dug it out, made it anything but numb. that made me forgive it for leaving its home. Buildings falling and Arab bodies piling became the backdrop of my upbringing. In year 3, Jasmine asked me, why are Muslims bad? Enter Caliban, who's introduced as a savage, deformed slave. His mother from Algiers called a witch, and father rumored to be the devil. I remember seeing my mother cry for the first time when they assassinated Chef Ahmed Yassin in his wheelchair with hellfire missiles. With immigrant kids that slipped under Prevent's radar. Conspiracy theories at wet break yelling, Bush did 9/11 so they could justify terrorism, and if you stand under a tree, jinns will chase you. To silence in class. White teachers felt akin to the BBC politically guided, trying to learn my voice in quiet. Mama and Baba said, study something where they'll need you. A new generation of lawyers and doctors ready to litigate and heal in front of Dubois' veil. Suspected terrorists when they look at us, we argue too much. Zidane said, I'm French when I score and Algerian when I miss. I'm a poet for the stage and Palestinian when they're fundraising. Do they really want poetry or a rhythm to complement the night? You taught me language and profit on it. What's the point of words when you have to hide their truth for a grant application? Sponsors used to our truth being abstract. Sponsors used to our truth being abstract, so they think it's pretty, so they think it's inspiring, so they think it's worth funding. Doing their part for the community as if to say, look at where you come from, and now you're here. As if it's a gift. Hell is empty, and all the devils are here.
Although I think my mom would call this one, "Shut up, I'm trying to chill." In the realm of kaleidoscopic bananas, where politicians ride on hovercrafts made of recycled yogurt containers, and trees grow upside down with roots reaching for the sky, I see a bulldozer. In a time where elephants roam on stilts and donkeys sprout wings to soar through the skies, shadows morph into gargoyles, whispering secrets and conspiracy theories that defy reason. I see a bulldozer. Rivers run crimson with the ink of bureaucratic decrees, mingling with the tears of astonished citizens. The echoes of partisan discourse reverberate into the pressing urgency of climate change and vaporize in a maze of red tapes and green tapes that stretch across the horizon. I see a bulldozer.
flight with them, I am raised by them, summoned to the grass mat, candle beside, holding vigil, smoke reaching after hands raised high, palms fly, I in them soar, then landed, Jesus, summoned in the barrel of echoing thunderstorms, my cousin flies on cowhide drum, her palms arched, graze the heavens, catch our grandmother soaring land again. Yes, yes, yes. Sky broken open, these eyes shattered, and out fall with pebbles under my tongue. They dragged my loaded body across sharp tongues of earth, then said it was our fault because we stood as roadblocks to the entrances of our neighborhoods. Students occupying campuses like refugees in their own land. Snipers and Israeli-trained police bruising bodies from towers to building walls with shields so they could call it self-defense, then commission books on history in the field. With a truth that cannot be swallowed, on the tip of tongues, even when a baton threatens to turn the other cheek. Our chants are teaching the detained world real freedom of speech. Al-Jidar, the wall, is our children's first words. Al-Jundi, the soldier, is our children's first words. Al-Ihtilal, the occupation, is our children's first words. Our youth learn the actual names of what they see. Leaders in governments learn lies to get a politics degree. With a guilt that will not assimilate like graffiti on bricks and final messages on charred hospital walls. We excavated bones during their peace talks in well-lit press conferences, deliberating if murder was a crime, seeing as it was never their loss. Al-Muqawamah is on our teenagers' tongues. Al-Sijin is on our teenagers' tongues. Al-Shaheed is on our teenagers' tongues. They turned our cities to sand, and fear our children will start digging tunnels to play. Universities and lecturers tunnel to the underground, resistance lodged like bullets to be spat out. They imprison us for catapulting the remains of their shrapnel back, when it's their mouths that spray, wounds that sever limbs like separating families that have been running since 48. Feet flying and falling. Feet tap dancing, a staccato escape from the sound of machinery till it hits Al-Dhafa, Gaza, Lebanon, Urdun, Iraq, and Kuwait. Till the sound revisits like a ground invasion or memory.
story of three women. Mahtab, who turned into the moonlight, floating on the Caspian Sea. Magdalena, who turned into a fish and lived in a river in Colombia. Ma'shur, who turned into a loaf of never-ending bread. What was your name? Last name? Wait over there. What was your name? Last name? Take a seat. What was your name? Last name? This is the story of 5 men who don't count, who don't materialize, who probably deserved it.
Can you just tell the story? I would like to point out,
Jody, I believe there's a delay in the connection.
I would like to point out that we share a set of beliefs, interests, and standards. I'm sorry, Jody. I think we've lost you. I would like to point out that I believe Jody is trying to say that Kent is a beautiful county. don't really like fish. Maybe we watch some people watching people watching people watching people watching Gogglebox.
Hold still. Close the doors. Be ready for the overturn. They knew I would fall in. The coins I tried to catch. Handfuls of copper rain asking my hands to hold them all. While the water seeped in, its glistening arms all around me. Hold back the floods until they can't be heard any longer. Until together with all my coins, we watch bubbles reaching past us, caressing the surface above. They knew these lines to hold. Hold yourself a little longer. I refuse to come up for air again.
Swing. How many times are we going to be here? Again, with this battle with your mind. Is it your favorite fight? Not televised punches, just the spiral you have memorized, hitting you and you hitting it. And each time you swing, you miss. Out on sustaining passion, because of your addiction to furious, short-fused ignition, fragilely contained within a depression. You swing again and again, forever missing the spiritual peace in your body's occupation. Hearing the whispers of war crimes as you sleep, heaviness in your subconscious heaps. Scroll, scroll, and yet what you touch is not scripture. News reports a scrambled message. Didn't Malcolm warn you of where the truth is denied? People claiming liberal, but yet failing to condemn genocide. Stand again. Weren't you always the champ? Carrying babies for miles on your back when homes were no-fly zones. Crazy how we're here again. But it's not bombs or bullets making my feet jump to a swing beat, but the dance to survive against mental defeat. Thank you.
that this is not our priority. I understand, I feel, I breathe, I rise, hunger, thirst, hospitals. I feel, I want to say to you something about home, something about missing, about confusion, about romance, about the curls in your hair, about bullets, eyes, hearts, tears, gas, about workers on strike, about students singing, about writers disappearing, about prisons on fire, about that child, I know that child, about arrested mothers, arrested lovers, daughters, siblings. Where the fuck is the fucking house of judgment? When the hell is judgment day, you said? Where on earth is the neighbor's daughter? I hereby announce that I'd like to be a water lily. One of those that can hold the weight of a whole human while floating on water. One of those we smelled that rainy day. Moist, warm. Home is where them fuckers ain't. Home is where them fuckers ain't. Home in this moment we share. It's the tears you hide from me. Home is the beating of your heart thousands of miles away. Your arms are my home. The universe is my home. And our voices echoing across. من راه در کنار تو می‌بینم با صدای تو شنیده می‌شوم بر پایان قطره‌ای تاریک می‌شکفد و من پر می‌کشم از میان دود و نم از میان درد و رنج از میان ابرهای بارانزا که در جا خشک شده‌اند و چون مرمر صحن امامزاده سختی سخت ساخته‌اند بر سرم پر می‌کشم از لای رگه‌های خاکستری سنگ با خاطره دست‌های توی سردست موهایم را تنابی می‌کنم و فریاد می‌زنم به یاد شب سرخوش من همدیگر را بوسیدیم فرای روسری فرای صدای پیکنیک خانواده یانبرتر فرای شبنم چمن‌ها فرای